Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Delayed handoff. It's Owens. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. What a return there. Found the little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wiley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the red zone, it's Owens. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. Using the quick game.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Aggies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Around the corner, it's Owens. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Reed swings it out to his running back. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll give it to Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turns on the Jets. Ripping through the defense. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's Hardy. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Here's a give to Hardy. Back's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Reed unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, really nice catch there. And I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Wants to throw again. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Owens. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. To the end zone and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Simmons on the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Hardy. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking for an open area to his left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42, making side adjustments here. Throwing Reed. That's reeled in. It's Riley. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Complete in the middle. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback empties his backfield. Simmons. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw at Simmons. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Showing the arm strength to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's Northern Illinois looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Got to see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does, too. And that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Reed on the play action. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Reed. Under fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Simmons. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Reed makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Play action with Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Texas A&M going quickly. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays.
Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defender. The tag. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Throwing Simmons. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Sends it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. One final before the end of the quarter. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Simmons. Got a man. It's Terry. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Simmons on play action. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Simmons to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas on the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. There's some room. Inside the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a two-possession game. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A&M comes back out with another first down. Here's Reed to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Owens. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They go play action with Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on 3rd. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. He's taking a deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Breaks the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.